searching for magnetic toys, I find that there's also a big spillover into puzzles. There's a lot of puzzles out there, mechanical puzzles, which rely on magnets to make them work properly. The earliest one I've ever came across was made by Pentangle, and my friend James Dalgetty produced this way back in the 1970s when he first started the company. It's this thing here, which sort of anagram maker. It's got pieces which obviously you can see they're magnetic, so that and it's got there's those six letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, two E's, an A, after, etc. You can make the word like Teresa and so on from it, and you've got to shuffle them around. When you finish getting them into a certain position, hold it like that, and then looking down horizontally, you should be able to read whatever the anagram of the word is, and then you pick it up and shake it again and try and make another word from it. So it's quite sweet, but it's a much of a plaything as well, because they're hovering and all repelling each other, which is a very nice thing for magnets to do. I think they're more fun when they're repelling, not attracting. They're keeping a distance from each other. Socially distancing. So that's a nice one. There's another one here which is there's one I can do and one I can't do with these ones. This is a very well known a company called Clacto were producing these in 2 different versions. That one there and this one here. And this is the slightly easier one, I have to say. The idea is these are magnetic marbles, of course. And all you've got to do is place them there carefully on the thing. I'll put my fingers there and see if it holds it a bit better. And you've got to put that down there, and you've got to put that one down there. Oh, it's already turning there a bit. I think the trick is to try and get one in the center, which is much, much harder to do, in fact. And put the one there. Oh, put those aside a minute. That's going to go there, yes. Oh, no, and so on. Well, you've got the idea. This one here is so much harder to do. All I can do is suggest you have a go yourselves or something like this. You can make your own version of this. That's easy. But the thing is to try and put them so they're all much closer together. And when they do, whoosh, how they come together. Very tricky. So nice puzzles. There's one more to show at the end, but I'll first of all show a toy which is not a puzzle, but it's a very, very old toy I've had for many, many years. This is way back to the 1970s. Extraordinary. Look at this for artwork and so on. This is called Smith Port Speciality from Pennsylvania. Trailblazer, they call it too. You see all the blurb there? Yes. And there's snow down there. That's snow. Here's the back of the thing. Look at that. Extraordinary. Big, thick bit of cardboard too that holds it up. Model number 131. MC 1968 actually. MC, yes. It's the Roman numerals 1968. The top bit here is a magnet, so let's have a go at doing it. You're supposed to hold it horizontally. That's the magnet which you need to power it. You need to hold it horizontally like that to start with, and then shake it a bit in order to get it to get that snowfield roughly even, so it's covering the whole of the little village or town or I don't know what it is really. And there's a creature that's going to be doing the shuffling. So we get this magnet here, and we put it underneath that point there, which is the snowplow. There we are. He's attracted to it now. And now we start him moving. Oh dear, let's have a go. See if we can make some. Oh yes, look, we're making tracks. We're making tracks. I want to get rid of those highlights if I can, but I can't. It's very hard to do. And if we come here, we'll send him through the shed here. Should we send him through the shed? Yes. Anything inside the shed? No, just a bit more snow. And what about the big shed here? Look, there's a big shed here to go through. Yes, beautiful. Oh boy. Making tracks. So that's a lot of fun for kids to play with at the time, and it's something that really I'd love to see reproduced again because it's a charming concept and very playable. And all you got to do is put this on the back, pick up the snowplow, and away you go. And then when you finish with it, put it back in the corner. That's a very nice bit of toy value there for children to play with, and it hasn't been made for 60 years or more. The last item is going back to these ball things here. It's something that a friend of mine made, which is absolutely ingenious. Chris Morgan, I've known for many years. He's a lovely Bostonian, and he came up with this lovely idea and handed it out at a puzzle party, a puzzle convention we held in Berlin in 2011. I hadn't noticed how important that thing was. I just said, okay, the idea is to put them on, blah, 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 and I'm darned if I could do this. I played with it so many times, and what he'd done in Berlin when he was showing it, he just held it in his hand, and went bunk, 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 never done. But he was hiding a very, very clever secret, which is invisible. I'll lead you towards it, but won't give it away. So we'll have a go, shall we? We'll try to get these balls out of here, and we've got to put these balls in these places here. One there. We've got to place one. Oops, steady. Tough little ball bearings. These are neodymium magnets, so they're strong. Boy, okay. Keep the others well away. Bring it up here very, very carefully. Oh, there's something moving there. Yeah, that's definitely influencing that one on the corner there. And this one here. That's okay. And the trick is going to be getting the other four in, which would be, well, if he hadn't done something very clever, which I won't give away, it would be impossible to do. Anyway, we'll see how far we get. When they crash, which is rather nice, they crash and don't break up like when you take a teacup and drop it on the floor, that crashes into pieces. This comes in together into a bunch, which is very different. He was so adept in doing this, he did it much faster. I'm doing so slowly and carefully, but he's went zip, 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 because he practiced, I suppose. It can't be done by regular magnetic ball bearings, is all I can say. There's a clue, and that thing there, oh, there we are, we lost it. The big clue, incidentally, was something I missed, is this thing here. That is a very, very important part of it. Can you work out what he's done here? You can see that you can certainly get the ball bearings into the outside pieces and one in the center. When you start putting the inside pieces in, if you do it very, very carefully, you can get them all in, because he does something very, very clever with these balls, with these magnets. Can you think what it is? Oh, let you think about it. Not too many sleepless nights, but he's something. I don't think anyone's ever done this before or since with magnets. So there's something completely original, and all the clue I've got is that thing there, which is an important part of it. Wish you good thinking.